Why don't we start off by you explaining your role at Full Sail University?
I'm the director of security, and obviously we have full responsibility for lost and found. I've been here for 5 years. We've had RepoApp at least that long because it's the only software I'm familiar with
Mhm.
for lost and found, and it's worked fine for us.
Okay, got it. And what problems were you trying to solve with your lost and found before working with RepoApp? Have you ever had experience of managing lost property without something like RepoApp before?
I think in this day and age, you have to have something. Um,
Mhm.
we're recovering. People are losing laptops here, and they issue the students these $3,000 MacBooks, 17-inch or 16-inch or whatever it is. I mean, the Mac Daddy of laptops. And every once in a while, a student will walk out. So it's our way of protecting ourselves, obviously, and then ensuring we get it back to the rightful owner. Um, I also like the other side of it, the claims versus the items.
Yeah.
Hey, I lost my watch or whatever, and then we kind of keep an eye out for that. It's very satisfying and makes us look good when you say I lost such and such, and 3 days later somebody turns it in, and I call you up and go, "Hey, we got it. Come on over here and pick it up." So that's
Yeah.
a big plus for us too.
Mhm. Where are you getting the most value out of the platform?
Probably just that. I mean, the issue of returning property to its rightful owner. Um, I mean, I don't need to tell you how satisfying it is when you see a student who doesn't have can't afford to lose a Mac, charger,
Mhm.
that comes over and says, "Oh, thank you so much for finding this and returning it." And um, that's the good part. Another benefit we do is kind of we set timers on it, and if something's been in there for, and it depends if it's a charger after 30 days, if it's not claimed, and somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I lost my charger." Well, we don't have anything, but we have something from 60 days ago. You're free to take this one. If
Mhm.
it goes unclaimed for like 60 days, if it's a very high dollar item, we may keep it for 6 months, um,
Okay.
just in case. And then we document, obviously, all right, so Jason came in and picked up this. And if the rightful owner comes back in, and we tell them, leave me your contact info just in case we have to call you back.
Mhm. What do you think the impact of working with us has been on you and your staff?
It's great in that just like you said, the first guy, it prevents liability. I mean, we've had no claims of stealing stuff, mishandling things. Everything's documented. We have an internal system in our storage closet where it's in this bin, or this bin, and we notate it in here.
Mhm.
It leaves a paper trail that on this date, Jason found a pair of glasses and turned it into Officer Lynch, who logged it in. And we showed that, we didn't hold on to it in our trunk for 3 days. We got it at 12 o'clock and we turned it in at 1 o'clock. So that's been very, very beneficial for us. It gives us, like you said, that layer of protection.
Why do you think Full Sail pulled the trigger on working with RepoApp?
I'm not sure. The guy who was here before me was a friend of mine at our previous employer, and my assumption is that Tim is the one that set up RepoApp. And
Mhm.
when I got here, there were a couple things that we changed, other platforms that we changed that just weren't working. This has never come up. This has never been an issue for us. It's just, I'm a big believer, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, this one's not broke.
And last question here, Scott. How likely are you to recommend working with RepoApp? Why should someone listening take action right now?
It works. The goal here is to protect the school and our individuals from liability of
Mhm.
accusations of theft. Um, it protects us for that. It's organized. It tells us where it was located. Whatever we put in is what we get out of it. Wherever that Jason found it at building one at, on the first at 12 o'clock and turned it over to officer such and such. And it leaves that perfect paper trail. Like I said, I've been here 5 years and we've never had one accusation or complaint about chain of custody. And coming from the law enforcement side, chain of custody is something that If I've heard it one time, I've heard it a million times. It has to be pure, and this gives us that goal, achieves that goal for us. It's not complicated. It's a very simple platform that does exactly what I need it to do. That's why I've never called, complained, or even contemplated changing. So it does the job. It does what we need. So
Perfect. That's great to
yep.
hear, Scott.